If you are a home improvement business owner, you've probably heard the phrases TOFU, MOFU, and BOFU used by marketers. And it's understandable to think, what the hell do those even mean? Because as a tradesman, you've probably come across them, but not really thought about bothering to look into them. But today I'm going to explain why they are important. I'm going to break down each stage in plain English as well, just so businesses like yours can use them to get more consistent leads, more conversions, without sitting there boosting random offers all the time. So first, let's look at what they actually mean. So TOFU means top of funnel, MOFU means middle of funnel, and BOFU means bottom of funnel. So let's look at what this actual funnel is in action. So first things first, I've noticed that I need to get a graphic designer just because my diagrams are terrible. I am drawing this with my mouse, to be fair, but you'll definitely notice that if you've watched my previous video, and if you haven't, I genuinely recommend going to watch that first, is this looks exactly like the funnel of the 5 stages awareness, and you would be right. So unaware people are generally here. And then I'm not going to write all 3 of these out, but MOFU will generally have problem aware, solution aware, and product aware in this section. And your most aware people will be in the bottom of funnel, your BOFU. So a very simple way that I like to look at this is your TOFU is effectively, what it does is it gets you seen. So that's all it's there for. You want to bring people into your world, and this is where you get seen. Your middle of funnel starts to build trust. And then your bottom of funnel converts leads into jobs. So this is also where you get your lead. This just builds trust. This just gets you seen. But over time, as people engage more with your content and see more of your content, they are going to go down this funnel. So if we just look at the top of funnel for now. So examples of content, which you may have seen some of in the last one, you want to just bring people in. You don't want to pitch them because they've never heard of you. So it could be before and after photos showcasing a transformation. It's just to stop them scrolling through Facebook and then actually get them to start interacting with your brand. So if a kitchen was resprayed in 2 days, or a driveway was transformed in 5 days, anything like that, before and after videos, images, or even a time lapse, or you've probably seen random videos. I know you've probably seen the men building random buildings in the forest at 2 a.m. or if you've watched someone camping and building a treehouse, for example. You know, the random videos we all watch on Facebook or TikTok at like 2 a.m. when we can't sleep. These videos are just to get people to watch you. So, you know, if it's really satisfying to watch a driveway getting laid down, this would be perfect as a top of funnel video because you're just getting people interested. That's all it's there for. You just want people to have heard of your business. So relatable story posts would be good. So let's say a customer was over the moon that she thought she needed to spend 15 grand on a new kitchen, but you've shown her how she can do it for 7 grand. Perfect scenario. And then a bit of education as well. Oh, did you know that you didn't need to replace your whole kitchen? You could just paint it. Or you didn't need to dig up your entire driveway. You just needed to get this upgrade, whatever it is. That's all you need to do. It's just designed to get views, shares, saves, comments, likes. That's all you want because people are engaging with your brand then. They've heard of you for when they get to the other stages. If you go to the middle of funnel, this is where you can start to solve objections without pitching particularly hard. So when someone's in the middle of funnel, they know they've got a problem and they're looking how to solve it. So there might be various companies doing similar things. There might be various different solutions to their problem. Oh, I can't sleep because it's too bright. Oh, I can get blackout curtains. I can get blackout blinds. I can get shutters. I can get shutters with a blackout blind. So you've got many options there. So people are still in that decision stage of the product, but they're looking at various businesses then. So they're kind of in that decision stage as well. So here we can solve objections such as FAQ videos. So if I'm looking at different driveway materials, so let's say I'm looking at block paving or I'm looking at resin driveways, what are the advantages of one over the other? Like if your business prioritizes one, like you mainly do resin driveways, why is that better than getting your driveway block paved? And you can start to look at objections people have. And it's really good to get first person instances of this. So if you've got any customers and you're currently fitting their driveways, or anything for that matter, just go and ask them, like, what were you worried about before we fitted your driveway? What things were you hung up on before making a decision? Did you have anything that you thought badly of resin driveways that we needed to solve and answer your question before you purchase from us? For example, shutters. A lot of people have a thing of they can't actually clean their windows because the panels don't open. But obviously we know that they do, but a lot of people don't think they do. Or what if blinds are too difficult to clean? You want to solve these little objections because that's what's going to build up your audience warmer and warmer. Other good things are behind the scenes content. So why does your business work better than other ones? Do you use premium quality materials? Is your lead time faster? Anything like that to solve more objections. And it also shows you building more authority in your space. Show how you actually do the work, a time lapse. Do a video day of a full install. Say if you've got an entire kitchen renovation, show the entire process so people know how it works. Another good one is videoing your sales process or an explainer video of your sales process. That removes the fear of the unknown for people, and then they have less objections to actually fill in the quote form for a start. Then you could do explainers and comparisons. So why is it better to get your kitchen painted than getting an entire new kitchen? It's, probably 1/10 of the cost. And you can do this for various other comparisons. Why is a resin driveway better than a block paving driveway? Is one more water resistant than the other, for example? Does one get weeds? Does one not get weeds? This is the kind of things to start to look into. Or even like a what is best in 2025. Has your industry had a really good new product released this year that absolutely destroys any other product on the market? That's a good thing to drop in. So then we're going to look at BOFU, which is bottom of funnel. This is where you get your conversion. So at this point, generally people have had all their objections about the product solved, in mainly in terms of wanting to fill out the form. So at this point, it's like a little nudge over the edge. So they're probably whittling down companies. They maybe have 3 companies on their radar and they don't know who to choose yet. So this is where a little bit of scarcity and a little bit of offers to nudge them over the edge will benefit you massively. So do you only have 2 installs capable left this month? That's a good one to do. Or about a free bonus. So for blinds, you get a free blackout blind in your bedroom when you have your whole house done. It's a great offer, and it will nudge someone over that edge to make the move. Because if you offer that over 2 competitors who don't, that's a perfect way of getting your foot in the door rather than someone else. And then otherwise than that, customer success stories. Really utilize social proof. Do you have some great reviews in general in terms of the actual words in the review? Has somebody said you've completely transformed their home? And do you have a large number of reviews as well? And then you could have videos of customer testimonials and even videos of you talking about a project, or even videos and photos of you generally. People buy from people and they would love to see who would end up doing the quote process or the installation process in their home. Those are the types of things that are going to get people to get pushed over the edge and actually buy from you. So from this, here's the key. If you only post this content, eventually you're going to run out of an audience and things are going to slow up massively. But if you actually include all three stages in your marketing, you're going to push a lot of people from the top down to purchasing from you. And that's where you're going to get the majority of your money. Because this bit here will get your instant money, but this bit here is where the real money is. If you can speak very well to your top of audience effectively, pushing those down is going to be the biggest profit maker for your business. So if you do that as well, eventually you'll start to bring in, like, even if you went a few days without posting, you're still going to bring leads in, just because people have seen your content and they are always thinking about it. You're staying top of mind, which is exactly what we want. So if you would want help building out a system like this that works with content that works at every stage of the funnel, that is exactly what we do at Clearline. So if you'd like to book a free strategy call using the link below, we will help you map it out properly, so you are no longer speaking to the people who are just ready to buy, but you are adding more people into that funnel. So eventually you'll have even more people that are ready to buy.